Hello and welcome to my video. It's the 20th of May 2025. I've got a cup of tea. It's quarter past midnight. I was reading the Bible, which I don't do as often as I want to, and probably I should. Um, there's a story where Jesus talks to a woman at a well, and he says something along the lines of, uh, "You don't need water. You can have living water," and that idea made me think. Um, well, I'm. I think Sigmund Freud would say I'm in the oral phase with my drinking and my eating and my um, cigarettes. For people like me, if you find yourself at a loose end, it's a case of go to the kitchen and go to the cigarettes, get a drink, go to the pub, go to a cafe, and it's a symptom of having not enough in life and not feeling sorry for myself, but I want to have that more like Jesus said, the living water, and it doesn't have to be religion. It can be some other passionate thing that takes up your time. And this leads into a sort of problem with cigarettes. With cigarettes, you think there's nothing else that's as good. Yes, there's some things that are good. You might watch TV and I don't know, loads of things are good, but somehow cigarettes take this elevated place, and that's not right. It's not good. For a lot of people, food is the same. There's nothing as good as food. What I would like is something to take up my thoughts and time, mostly my time, I suppose. Um, I used to read books a fair bit, and that's a good way of using time. And I've been reading newspapers, and recently I just skim the headlines, and I don't even pay much attention to the articles because it's all the same. And second thing I wanted to say tonight, it's been in my head, which is why I'm going on to make this video. With hemoglobin is the chemical inside red blood cells that can bind to oxygen, and it can also actually bind to carbon dioxide. So my part of the coughing in the background there freaked me out a bit because it's the middle of the night. But anyway, um, so carbon dioxide binds to hemoglobin, and that accounts for a proportion of the way that carbon dioxide leaves your body. The carbon dioxide goes to the lungs, gets replaced by oxygen in the hemoglobin and in the blood in other ways, and then gets pumped around the body. And so, what cigarettes do is they actually create carbon dioxide, and that has basically two effects, and it's not clear. I think it affects the effect comes around manifests in different ways. And so what essentially you get too much carbon dioxide. And if carbon dioxide is binding to the hemoglobin, then oxygen isn't. So that means that you're going to be spending more time with the breath out. I think I might be wrong about this, but so you take a deep breath in, the oxygen goes into the blood, and you know what? I'm confused now. Why do we even need to breathe? I suppose it's because the air gets filled with um, carbon dioxide in our lungs, No, I'm confused. Can someone tell me why do we breathe? Anyway, I'm sure it's not good for you. But one of the consequences, a corollary of that, is that if you're having a cigarette, even if you throw half of it away, even if you throw one last bit of it away, you're doing yourself a little bit of good, not much. So it's time for the one patch method again, and Magda kindly provided me with some Rizzlers. I love her to bits. She's the best, and all my family too. You're the best, and my friends. You're the best, and my neighbours. You're the best, and everyone else in Chester. You're the best. Right, so there's the patch on. I'm going to do my. It wasn't my idea, it was some other guy's idea, but I'm going to do my innovative video thing where I leave the video for a few minutes. Right, so as always with the one patch method, it usually lasts at least until I wake up. And then waking up is the tricky bit because you've forgotten your motivation. It's like waking, go to sleep is like some sort of reset. So anyway, I'll be back and I will have had my first of two one patch method cigarettes. And I might bring some trading cards. Yes, that's a good idea. So I thought I took the tea with me into the kitchen, but I didn't. And when I went outside, well, I opened the door and stood on the threshold. I'm out of breath after climbing the stairs. I never thought I'd reach that point. I'm not out of breath, but you know what I mean. I'm not out of breath. I'm just breathing heavily. Where was I? And as I was on the threshold, it started raining, and I thought that's great. It's raining. It's beautiful time of year. Beautiful to hear the rain. So what I've rolled one last one. I keep the filters. I don't throw the filters away in general. But I do throw away the papers, so I'll cut up the papers. Um, and I like to get unbleached papers if I can. Difficult to find them. I don't think it makes much difference to your health, does it? I don't know. Yeah, I think they're bleached when they're white. I'm not sure though. So I want to do a bit of show and tell. Uh, um, so I got this. Magda brought me this Red Bull tobacco, which is nothing to do with the drinks brand or the big. I don't think it is anyway. It's a different brand, Central European or Eastern European brand, um, and it doesn't smell that nice to smell. It, it's a very chemically. Is that a word? Chemically, very chemical flavour. And if you have it, it makes you cold. And I can't explain that. It's like it's menthol, but without the menthol flavour. And I really need to get a better hobby than caring about the different nuances of cigarettes and tobacco and things. So this is a better hobby. I've got some stickers from Blakemore Retail, England Lionesses 2025. So the Lionesses, how many lions are on the badge? I can tell you in this particular badge, it's 3 lions. Um, what was I going to say? I've forgotten. So I'm opening them up, and it's back to front on this. When I see it, it's not upside down though. Grace Clinton, very shiny. Jess Park, which is both a South Korean and a British name. Beth Mead, she's very famous, I think, and I've heard of her, I think. Some footballers. Um, so if you get the sticker album, hopefully it would have some explanation of that. I don't have the sticker album, but I think for the problem with some collections is that um, they're near the end of their life. So some of the football collections uh, are going to be out of date very soon. So you wouldn't want to be starting collecting them right now because obviously the football season's finished. And then so you get 5 in a packet. It was about 90p, which is 5 18p each. And this, I assume it's recyclable, so it gets stuck for aerodynamic. Uh, I don't know the word, so I can throw it in the bin. I'm not sure if I missed because the chair is in the way, you see. Well, I'm pointing that way, but behind the camera is the recycling bin. Uh, right. Um, so motivation then. It is Monday, sort of. It's Tuesday, midnight on Tuesday, so it is sort of Monday. So Monday motivation is, I don't know. You don't need to worry too much. I mean, I'm still alive. I'm healthy-ish, and that's a testament to that. I mean, I try and look after my health. Don't get me wrong, but I don't look after my health. So it's like the grace of the new day. You wake up every day and you have energy, and it's a wonderful thing. We just our bodies renew themselves, and we don't need to do very much at all. So don't worry too much, and keep trying. And every step is a step in the right direction. If you're going in the right, if you're aiming in the right direction at least, and sometimes you need to take a few steps in the wrong direction and then turn round, and but that's part of the journey. And I don't know, I'm being too vague. Never mind. Thanks for watching. Bye now.